If you stay in the same place for too long, you will die inside. You stop learning, you stop growing, and that's why you always need to keep testing. So in this video, I will share my story and lesson on testing and why you will stop growing if you don't test anymore and stay in the same place. In the past, I stayed pretty much in the same place everywhere in my life, in the gym, in the business, etc. But then I thought that I can test new things. And when I decided to test new things in the gym, in the business, or whatever area in life, I grown a lot in that area since I started to test new things. It can be even small things to test. Maybe a new exercise or how many sets you do per exercise. But you always need to test if you want to grow in all areas of your life. And that's why people are stuck, because staying in the same place is nice, but you always have to test new things and find out what works better for you personally, because if you hear that something works for someone very good, it's not that 100% that the same thing will work for you and in your life. So if you want to find out that, you always need to test and see if that works personally for you. And when you test, you don't have to guess anymore. When you test, you have proof if that thing works for you or don't work for you. Now I want to give you some tips on how to do the testing thing better. First tip, don't change everything at once, just one thing at the time. Most people, when they are testing, let's say a new exercise in the gym, they change the entire program and then they don't know if that exercise worked for them or not. Second, you have to give each test enough time to know if it works for you or not. Some people, when they test maybe a new outreach system or something, they test it for like 2 days or 3 days and then they say that this doesn't work. But if you want to know if it truly works for you, you need to give some time to it. And third, track everything. If you test something new in the gym, let's say a new program, test if you can do more reps or with more weight. In the business, specifically with the outreach, track if you're getting more replies, etc. And then you will start to recognize patterns everywhere. When you test, don't change everything at once. Pick one thing and stick to it long enough to know if it truly works for you or it doesn't. And always track it so you know the results and you don't have to guess them. And goodbye.